The hidden power of celibacy. What really happens when chosen ones stop having sex? Throughout history, mystics, sages, and spiritual teachers have spoken of a secret path, one that transcends physical desires in order to unlock the soul's true potential. For the chosen ones, those destined for higher spiritual work, abstaining from sexual activity isn't about denying life. It's a conscious and sacred redirection of energy. But what really happens when a chosen one stops having sex? Is it a loss, or is it the key to profound spiritual power? Today, we'll explore the ancient wisdom behind this practice and uncover the transformational impact it has on the mind, body, and soul. The ancient wisdom of sexual energy. Sexual energy is one of the most powerful forces within the human body. In yogic traditions, it's known as Kundalini. In Chinese philosophy, it's called Qi. In many ancient systems of belief, it's simply referred to as life force energy. But it's not just for reproduction, it's the raw power that fuels creativity, vitality, and awakening. Ancient texts from the tantras of India to Taoist scriptures in China teach that this energy can be harnessed and redirected. Instead of being depleted through physical acts, chosen ones are called to transmute this energy, channeling it into higher forms of expression. This process, known as sexual transmutation, can lead to mental clarity, heightened spiritual awareness, and the awakening of dormant powers within the soul. Carl Jung and the sacred balance. Swiss psychologist Carl Jung explored these very concepts in modern language. He believed that libido, often misinterpreted as purely sexual desire, was actually a symbol of a much broader life energy. Jung taught that this inner force could be transformed and elevated, playing a central role in the unfolding of our true spiritual identity. In other words, what ancient mystics described as sacred energy, Jung saw as a powerful psychological and spiritual resource, one that could unlock hidden parts of the self when used consciously. Before we dive even deeper into this life-changing revelation, I ask you to do 3 simple things. Hit the like button to affirm your alignment with this message. Subscribe to the channel and help us reach 1,000 subscribers. Your support keeps this spiritual movement growing. Comment the number 99 below as a signal of your spiritual readiness and activation of your divine timing and path. Redirecting desire. Jung's wisdom and the power of choice. Carl Jung didn't view the suppression of sexual desire as repression. He saw it as transformation. In his view, resisting desire without understanding only strengthens it. What you resist not only persists, he wrote, but grows stronger. For chosen ones, this is a crucial insight. Celibacy must be a conscious, sacred decision, not denial, but redirection. When practiced with intention and clarity of purpose, abstinence becomes a gateway to something far more powerful, self-realization. Jung believed that when sexual energy is sublimated, elevated from the physical to the spiritual, it fuels what he called the individuation process, the journey toward becoming one's truest, most complete self. This process harmonizes the ego, the soul, and the divine calling, creating alignment between one's inner truth and higher destiny. It is this alignment that unlocks the full potential of the individual. The spiritual power of celibacy. Celibacy is not a new idea. It is a sacred practice woven into the lives of many great spiritual figures across history. From Jesus and the Buddha to yogis and monastics, those walking the path of higher consciousness have often chosen abstinence as a means to deepen their connection with the divine. But why does celibacy carry such profound spiritual power? The answer lies in the retention of life force energy. In many spiritual systems, sexual energy is considered the most potent force within the human body. When this energy is not spent physically, it doesn't vanish, it transforms. This alchemical shift can lead to extraordinary outcomes: sharper intuition, surging creativity, inner peace, and a direct sense of unity with the universe. From essence to spirit, the Taoist path. Taoist master Mantak Chia speaks of this transformation in deeply energetic terms. He describes the process as turning Jing, the body's vital essence, into Shun, the spirit. The sacred movement of energy is a spiritual evolution. It elevates life force from the physical plane to the spiritual realm, allowing chosen ones to unlock insights, abilities, and inner strength that would otherwise remain dormant. This is not the path of repression. It is the path of mastery, the soul's work beyond physical desire. At its core, the journey of the chosen one is about service to something greater. It is about aligning with divine will, listening to the soul's whisper, and fulfilling a sacred mission. Physical desire, while natural and human, is not the final destination. It is only a part of the greater whole. When this energy is honored and transmuted, it becomes fuel for transcendence, the spiritual mission, choosing higher alignment. Walking the path of the chosen one means embracing a sacred mission, one that requires clarity, focus, and an unbroken connection to the divine. While sexual desire is a natural and human experience, it can often anchor the soul too firmly in the physical realm, distracting from higher calling and purpose. Philosopher Allen Watts captured this truth beautifully when he said, "We are not born into the world, we are born out of it." His words remind us that our essence is not confined to flesh and form. It is rooted in the cosmic, the infinite, the eternal. When chosen ones step away from physical desire not out of fear, but from awareness, they begin to align with their true essence. This alignment opens a gateway to deeper spiritual insight, inner power, and divine experiences that transcend anything the material world can offer. Modern science meets ancient wisdom. In recent years, modern science has begun to validate what mystics have known for centuries, that the retention of sexual energy can create measurable, positive changes in the body and mind. Neurological studies show that abstaining from sexual activity can increase the brain's production of dopamine and serotonin, key neurotransmitters responsible for mood, motivation, and mental clarity. Additionally, conserving this powerful energy leads to greater vitality, a stronger immune system, improved focus, and enhanced creativity. In essence, the energy that would have been released physically becomes available for higher mental and spiritual work. Science is now catching up to the spiritual truth. The energy we conserve becomes the energy we can harness. For chosen ones, celibacy is not just a spiritual decision, it's a method of optimization. It enhances not only the soul's sensitivity, but also the body's strength and the mind's sharpness. It prepares the vessel mind, body, and spirit for the soul's greater work. What really happens when chosen ones abstain from sex? Let's explore the profound shifts that occur when a chosen one practices intentional celibacy. 1. Energy transmutation. By abstaining from sex, chosen ones redirect their life force energy into spiritual disciplines like meditation, prayer, creation, and service. This energy, instead of being released externally, is transmuted into clarity, purpose, and divine strength. It fuels creativity, accelerates personal growth, and awakens higher consciousness. 1. Sexual transmutation, turning desire into divine fuel. When chosen ones abstain from sex, they don't repress their energy, they redirect it. This process, known as sexual transmutation, was popularized by Napoleon Hill in Think and Grow Rich. He described it as the art of converting raw sexual energy into higher vibrations that empower creativity, focus, and spiritual insight. Instead of being drained, this potent life force is channeled into meditation, prayer, writing, music, or acts of service. Over time, this shift leads to extraordinary transformation spiritually and intellectually. 2. Heightened intuition and inner awareness. Abstinence, when rooted in spiritual purpose, brings a deep stillness to the mind. Without the constant pull of physical desire, chosen ones experience greater clarity, silence, and presence. In that stillness, the soul's voice grows louder. Many report heightened intuitive gift, prophetic dreams, deeper meditations, and even psychic awareness. The veil thins, the world becomes more vibrant, symbolic, and spiritually alive. With fewer distractions, the chosen one becomes a clear channel for divine insight. 3. Strengthening the aura and energetic field. Chosen ones naturally carry sensitive energy fields. Sexual encounters involve powerful energy exchanges, often leaving behind cords, attachments, and emotional residue. Over time, these can cloud clarity, disrupt balance, and confuse purpose. By choosing celibacy, chosen ones preserve the purity of their aura. They protect their energy, their peace, and their power. In doing so, they remain centered, unaffected by external energies, and more attuned to divine guidance. For deeper connection to soul purpose. When sexual energy is channeled inward, it activates the deeper centers of spiritual and creative power. Chosen ones begin to experience profound alignment with their soul mission. Energy that once flowed outward now fuels clarity, purpose, and direction. Breakthroughs come in waves, whether in spiritual practice, career, or personal calling. This sacred discipline turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. Life begins to move in divine rhythm. 5. Physical benefits that radiate from within. Celibacy isn't just spiritually beneficial, it transforms the body too. Many who walk this path report increased vitality, more balanced hormones, deeper sleep, and even a radiant glow in their physical appearance. When life force energy is preserved and refined, the body becomes stronger, more vibrant, and more youthful. It becomes a temple worthy of the soul to hold. The body thrives when energy is preserved and aligned. The human body is not weakened by celibacy, it thrives when its life force energy is preserved and used intentionally. For chosen ones, this isn't just about restraint, it's about power, a power that heals, creates, and transforms. When sexual energy is redirected with purpose, it becomes a reservoir of strength, a sacred wellspring that fuels intuition, manifestation, and divine connection. The challenges and the reward. The path of celibacy is not an easy one. It demands discipline, clarity, and deep self-awareness. There will be moments of longing, temptation, and doubt, but these struggles are not failure. They are part of a refining fire that transforms the soul. And for those who remain faithful to the path, the rewards are profound. As sexual energy is transmuted, chosen ones find themselves attuned to a higher frequency. They begin to hear divine wisdom more clearly, feel energy more deeply, and step into their purpose with unwavering certainty. What once felt distant now flows through them. They become channels of healing, clarity, and creative force. Not rejection, but transcendence. This journey is not about rejecting the physical world, it is about transcending it. It is the art of using the body's most primal energy as a bridge to the divine. Chosen ones are not called to denial. They are called to transformation. By conserving and refining their sexual energy, they unlock a spiritual power that aligns body, mind, and soul. They step into their divine identity, not weakened but awakened. They don't lose, they transcend. So what happens when chosen ones stop having sex? They don't lose anything. They transcend everything. They become vessels of light fully aligned with their purpose, guided by higher wisdom, and capable of leading others toward their highest potential. In a world distracted by noise and desire, their choice becomes a beacon of clarity and hope. This is the Zillion Mind. If this message resonated with you, like the video, share this wisdom with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more insights like this. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay aligned, and remember, your energy is sacred. Use it well.